Okay, so today we're going to talk about a couple things here, guys. The first thing I'm going to talk about tonight is how to pick the best puppy in the litter. So what are you looking for in the pick of the litter? Okay, my newfound aha moment with promotion pages on IG. We're going to talk about my top 5 up and comers right now. And I think I may have put in maybe 1 or 2. Maybe one was a little young. The second one was a little old, right? Well, I don't know if he's old, but he's older. But they're all kind of all over the place. But they're really dogs that I've seen in person that I really like. Okay. And number 4, we're gonna go over scammers again. Man, woke up this morning with a lot of fucking hoopla and hula and shit going on social media. So I'll go over that. And then number 5, Q&A, right? So we're going to talk about, we're just going to, see what you guys have to ask and what I can answer for you guys, all right? Any questions before we get started here? What's up, Double A Bullies? How you doing, bro? Shit, chilling, man. I'm late tonight. That's why all the people who usually on now, they're not even on. But it's all good. Okay. So I got this question this week, guys. How do I pick the pick of the litter, right? And to truly pick it, you really won't know until like year number 2 if it was the pick of the litter. But you know what they say, the hindsight is 20/20, right? So pick of the litter, at 8 weeks old. So, no, none of my bullies have dry skin. So you really shouldn't, if you're looking for the pick of the litter, you shouldn't be picking a dog before 8 weeks of age. And you shouldn't pick a dog after 8 weeks of age. At 8 weeks of age, and I don't know if it's scientific, but it's maybe more of maybe like our nursery rhyme tale, right? At 8 weeks of age, the puppy is going to have the structure, or structurally going to be what it looks like as an adult. And with a little bit of variance, right? So the structure at 8 weeks old is what you're looking for to pick your pick of the litter. And a lot of people hit me up asking if the biggest dog is the pick of the litter. Absolutely not. This is the way I pick the best dogs in my litters. Number 1, I know every single feature that my female and my male have, and the features that are apparent, or the phenotypical features, for the last 2 to 3 generations. So I'm looking at structure, I'm looking at rear ends, I'm looking at necks, muscles, bone, feet, bites, stuff like that, right? Because the puppies are gonna pull mostly from the mom and dad, but then the mom and dad mostly got their genetics from the grandparents, right? So you have to look at the grandparents, because if you don't, you really don't know what genetics are going to come out. And if they're all over the place, this is why I tell everybody, if you're breeding a big dog to a small and a medium dog, you're not going to get all big dogs. You're probably going to get some dogs with big shoulders and small waists, big waists and small shoulders and small heads, like, a thick muzzle with a small head, a small man with a thick muzzle. Like, you're going to get all kinds of crazy shit, right? That's why we do line breeding, to cut down on those genetic variations, to promote and produce a more physically consistent dog, an animal. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. So picking your best dog is not always the biggest dog. What's up, brother? It's not always the biggest dog. It really isn't the smallest dog either. When I pick a dog, I'm looking for the overall. Torla Bully is not for sale, brother. So I'm looking for the overall dog, right? When I picked Vita, and I got lucky, guys. I picked her like the second day. The second day, I was like, I think this is the one I'm going to keep. because even as a little puppy, she had big round legs. What's up, big dog? How you doing? Big shout out to my boy there, Beyond Limits Bullies. So she was a had a nice thick legs, nice shoulders. She had a big old neck, big fucking neck, and I was like, there's no way this dog doesn't have what I was looking for out of this breeding. And I picked her up, or I picked her out essentially, and she turned out to be what I wanted her to be. Right? Doesn't always work out that way, so you do have to wait to choose your dogs. Yeah, man, I've been crazy busy, dude. I've been crazy busy. So I'll tell you about it later. I'll talk to you about it. But yeah. So picking your best dog, right? The reason that I tell you guys to ask the breeder why they did the breeding and what features they were looking for, it's because if the breeder doesn't know what features he was trying to put on puppies and put on dogs to continue on down the line, he's not a real breeder. He's just a person who put 2 and 2 dogs together. A real breeder is going to understand that this dog and this dog are going to give half and half. It isn't going to be a whole dog and whole dog, right? So they have to know, hey, this one has a big neck, this one has a small neck, right? There's more than likely half of them are going to come out with medium to small necks, if any at all. If any at all come out big with big, I don't think any would. And they have to understand that. If you ask somebody about why they did the breeding, what features they were looking to marry onto what features, and they can't tell you that, guys, walk away. It's not a real breeder. If you ask somebody about their puppies, they talk about 2 times. If they talk about fire, if they talk about badass, and they're not actually giving you the real answers, as in this dog has these traits and this dad had these traits, even the mom of him had these traits. So we're looking at 2 generations, almost maybe 3 generations of that certain trait coming down. We know you have a good chance of that trait coming out, right? And if they don't know that, they don't understand that, then they're not real breeders, and walk the fuck away, okay? So picking your best puppy is looking at the traits from the mom and the dad, seeing what traits you were looking for, and picking those traits. And then you have to wait, because there have been times with people, a lot of people pick or sell their best dog. If you don't think so, why are there so many people with grand champions and so-called top studs owned by the people who bought it and not the people who produced it? Because if they thought that dog was going to be what it became to be, I promise you they would have kept the dog. Am I saying they don't know what the fuck they're looking at? No. But if they did, they probably wouldn't have sold that dog though, huh? That's just my thinking. You know what I mean? Okay, so, man, all right, you guys, this is like brand new shit I'm bringing to y'all. The first time you're going to hear it. I promise you, because I have a new approach. I haven't talked to anybody about it. It's my approach. It's been what I've been doing. I'm going to give you guys some insights, because I've been able to double my following from 24,000 followers to 50,000 followers. Hit that today organically. 50,000, doubled. I made almost 26,000 followers in the last 3 months alone by doing this. Actually, no, I'm not going to give it to you guys. But I will tell you my aha moment. So the last couple of months, I've been doing a lot of posting, right? I've been doing a lot of posting, a lot of engaging. And every so often, there will be these promotion pages. Hey, Cicely, what's up? TDS Bullies. Hey, welcome. I just wanted to give a shout out to them. Her and I, our kennel groups, or, our kennels went through some scammers today. And that's number 4 we're going over tonight, because she sent me some screenshots of somebody talking to that guy about the puppies and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, the scammers are out again, guys. It's time to step up your game because you know damn well the puppies that we produce are not going to be $1,000, right? Anyways, okay, my new aha moment. So, like I said, I've doubled my following from 24,000 to 50,000 followers in the last 3 months alone. Now, and every so often on that, little increment of that little journey, I would get reposted by certain promotion pages. Okay, these promotion pages that have big followings because they post a lot of different dogs and people follow them, right? And it's not their own content, it really is the content of the people who produce the puppy or produce the picture. So the whole idea is, what's up Cadillac, is that these promotion pages develop a following. They get people to pay them to post those pictures on their Instagrams, and they tag them, and then people will start following them too. It does work, yes, it works that way, okay? The only thing is, I've never paid anybody to do promotion for me. I've never paid anybody to do my promoting. So every so often, I would say at least once a day, I would have a post of one of my pictures, I'm sure you guys seen it, on somebody else's page. Now, if it's a actual promotion page, right, people who pay to promote, they'll tag me, and then I go on and say something like thank you, right? Or if it's actual page that are just trying to sell merchandise, what they'll do is they'll take my picture, repost it without tagging me, and be like, oh, follow us for more badass pictures, right? What they're doing is they're trying to, what we call, garner attention with my picture that's garnered a lot of attention, right? Because some of my pictures get like 3, 4, 5,000 likes. I think the most likes I've ever had was about 12,000 likes and about 500,000 views on one video. So what they do is they take the photo and they post it, and whether or not they tag me or not, they're garnering attention to their page. And what they're going to do is they're going to turn around once I would say a good post, an average post for me garners about 100 followers. I get about 100 new followers from one post, and I can follow that. If it's a really good post, I've had posts where I get like 600, 700 followers. What's up, Jay-Z Bullies? How you doing, brother? So I would allow these people to repost me as long as they tag me, as long as they gave me credit, okay? And then I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I have to go and take pictures, post on a schedule, get an engaging tagline, and then place tags on there, and then engage with everybody to actually get these followers and get these people engaged in the content that I'm producing, and then turn around these promotion pages, take the most engaged photos and most liked photos, and they post them, and they tag me. And I figured, I was like, well, why would I let them do that when I'm getting more likes, more comments than them? Even with people with 200, 300,000 followers, I'm getting more likes and more comments because my people, you guys, are more engaged, right? You guys are awesome. You are really awesome. So what I finally figured out is, to make a long story short, because I know I'm rambling on, is these pages were taking my posts, reposting them to garner attention to their page, gain 200 followers, and then sell somebody like you guys or somebody who doesn't have a big following the audience of you posting your pictures or them posting your pictures for you onto their audience and making you pay for it. So basically, they're stealing content and then profiting from you guys. So, and I thought about that like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And I said, fuck that. I don't need it. I don't need anybody to post my stuff. Nobody. I don't need you guys to repost, tag, nothing. Not you guys, but like, you know, we're talking about promotion pages. Really. Because I get more likes. I get more engagement. My posts are worth about 100 to 200 followers every time I post. And I was saying thank you to them, but not realizing they're making money off of my back, because if I help build their audience and then they charge somebody to post to their audience, that is actually not me. That's actually helping them. So I put this out there the other day, and I didn't explain it like that, but I posted and I told every single promotion page out there, you cannot. I even put it in my bio. It looks bad, but I put it in my bio. You can no longer repost my pictures for free. I don't care who you are, what you're doing. If you repost my shit, I'm not even gonna ask you. I'm just gonna report you. You get 3 or 4 strikes and you're out. Your page is gone. Okay? So I posted that, and I'm not lying to you guys. 4 or 5 promotion pages within our IG community for American Bullies DM'd me. And a couple of them were like, oh, hey, thanks for letting us know. It was always love when we were posting your pictures. And, you know, some of them were like, okay, well, what are you doing different? And, like, somebody was asking me how many, like, he asked me how many. So one page actually asked me how many impressions and reach I get every week. I get 1 million impressions and 250,000. I reach 250,000 every single week. I get about 20,000 actual profile visits. That means somebody who's seen my content clicked the homepage. Okay? So essentially, I impression about 1 million people on a week. So 4 million people in a month. I reach 2 million people, or 1 million people, and I gain probably about 2,000 to 3,000, maybe 4,000 followers. And that's, you know, on a good month, right? But that's essentially the kind of growth that these pages experience. Because what you guys on here don't understand is that Instagram as a platform is all about the page setup. So say, I'll give you guys this nugget for free. Say you guys go to a website that's poorly designed. You guys ever hear about ROI, or home landing page optimization? That means somebody that goes to your web page, how can it be set up to optimize the sales that come from it? Instagram's the same way. When they go to your page, does it match? Does it look good? Does the content look consistent? Will the person that's going to follow you know what you're going to be posting? Okay? And then lastly is, does the bio match up? Right? And that's things that people don't understand. And, you know, I'm telling you guys this because that's essentially what's on my mind when I'm posting and engaging and, you know, putting my content out there, right? So that's, you know, that's a couple little things, little nuances. You guys can take it how you want to. You know, you can grow your fan base pretty good, guys. You can grow your followers pretty good if you just follow some simple rules, okay? Anyways, but that was my aha moment. My aha moment was, why am I providing free content for promotion pages to post, and then they turn around and charge, right? They turn around and charge for people to go to that audience. Okay, and then, okay, here's what gave me the aha moment, Okay, so I had this deal with American Bullies official. His name is Philip. Actually, I have his number. We text and shit like that. And I told him that he can post my content. He would be the only one that I would allow my content to be posted to, for free. And he would post me here and there, whatever. But he posted a video of my dogs doing the egg challenge, which is fine with me. It was an average video, like 100,000 views or something like that. Long story short, a manager I don't know if it was like a manager or a production manager, I don't know. They hit me up and was like, hey, can we use your video in a live? Or not a live, can we feature some of your content in a post coming up on BuzzFeed? And I was like, fuck yeah, BuzzFeed has like 15 million followers on any single platform they're on. So yeah, absolutely, that'd be great. So, I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks goes by and the video finally comes out. And I'm watching, and finally, boom, I see my video. I'm like, damn, that's dope, right? By the time it was out for 6 hours, it got like 20,000 likes and about, I don't know, like 2,000 comments or whatever, right? And then I scroll down, my eyeballs go down, and the was at American Bullies Official, not at Smoking Barrel Bullies CA. And I was like, what the fuck? I was pissed. And from that point on, that's what gave me the aha moment. And from that point on, I'm no longer allowing people to post my stuff, man. That was like the last straw. I'm sure it's not American Bullies' fault, American Bully Official's fault. But had I not allowed him to post a video, then it probably wouldn't happen. But if you're wondering why I'm mad about that, because that little, link is probably worth about 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5,000 followers. If you think about 15 million people are going to see that. Well, not 15 million, probably 5% of that 15 million. So what is that? 750,000, something like that? I don't know. I'm not really crazy at math. Anyway, that's a long story short. Or actually, not a long story short. That's a long story being a long story. But that's the way around it, okay? And that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right. So my top 5 up-and-comers, guys. We're going to... Now, I posted this the other day. I don't know if I wasn't clear because... And I don't know, maybe it's you guys, maybe not you guys. When I say you guys, don't get mad, the people on here. I'm saying you guys in general, but I mean like in everybody, okay? You guys don't fucking listen. I said, send me a picture of your up-and-comer. Tell me why your up-and-comer is an up-and-comer. Because I don't call a dog who's alive, right? Dog who's alive, an up-and-comer. I call an up-and-comer a dog who's has the features necessary to achieve something in the show ring. So that's an up-and-comer to me. Now I do have maybe I think 2 up-and-comers on here that don't have titles, but for me they're more of a just the way the dog looks right now kind of up-and-comer. But for the most part, I know I just said that's what an up-and-comer is. That is someone who has the traits. These dogs have the traits. So let me go and start pulling these up, okay? Give me a second here, guys. Sorry. Give me a second. I know you guys are staring at my fucking head. My bad. Yeah, so 250,000 people will watch it on every platform. So, I mean, they're on like 3 or 4. That video was posted to at least 2 platforms that I seen. So, I mean, that's a lot of people, man. But it made me mad, and then like that's when I had the bing moment, and I was like, fuck, I'm done. You're right. And also, my wifey goes through every night and reverse searches my content. And what that means is she takes a picture of mine, goes on Google, we do a reverse search for that picture on the internet. That's how we find all these people who are trying to scam, who are trying to garner attention without giving credit, and who didn't ask to post a picture. So the other day, I'll just talk while I'm doing this. The other day, I reported or my wife reported somebody on Facebook for taking one of our pictures, and this person, what's up, brother? This person DM'd me, was like, so what am I gonna do about you reporting me? And I put LOL. I was like, you can't do shit. It's my picture you posted, right? And they went back and forth, and then she goes, well, why didn't you ask me? And I laughed because I was like, wait a minute. So you're saying, I was like, that's some backwards ass thinking. You're saying I should ask you to take it down when you didn't ask me to put it up. I don't understand how that works. I'd rather just report you, and so you get where I'm coming from. Right? I mean, that's the easiest for me. Okay, sorry guys. I'm trying to... Black Label. You know what's slowing me down? I'm using the Instagram app on my laptop. Exactly. That's exactly right. Okay. My first up-and-comer is none other than Notorious from Black Labels. He is a black tri. I love the dog. I think he's got great bone, great chest. He might be a little loose, like as in, skin-wise, but I love the dog. I love the way he looks. Check out this dog. I know I'm super ghetto with like fucking doing this for you guys. You guys see my light on there? So that's my first up-and-comer. I love the dog. I don't know if he has any titles, but he's from Black Label, at Black Label KC. I do like the dog Black Tri. Not often do you see an actual black tri. It's usually like a blue tri dog. But I do like that dog a lot. And I think he's going to be pretty fucking nice. In the picture, it looks like he's straight. He has, real good a strong front setup. The rear end does look a little weak, and the hocks do look a little straight from what I see. But no dog is perfect, right? So oh yeah, for sure. It doesn't even fucking make sense, right? And then somebody messaged me like, hey, what photo did you report so I can not post your photo again? And I was like, I don't know, whatever. I was like, I don't know. I'm not going to send you another photo. What the fuck photo that I reported? It was whatever I reported, I reported. What photo's gone from what you posted, motherfucker? That's straight up, dude. I'm like, we have nothing else to talk about. Why the fuck am I going to sit here and explain to you what photo that I took down? Because, you don't know. It's retarded. All right, so here's the... Oh, fuck. I did not want Netflix. Yeah, I think he might be under a year old. Okay, so there's like 3 dogs under here on a year old, but they're like right on the cusps, and then there's one dog who's 6 months old. But I'll explain that to you when I get to it. Give me a second here. Okay, so my second up-and-comer is none other than Mufasa, Grand Champion Mufasa's son, Simba. So this dog was, when I first met this dog, he came back from a trainer, and the trainer was riding with us to a show, so we brought him down with us. The dog was just unconfident, that's all. I mean, he might have been about 90 pounds at like 9, 10 months old. He's a big dog. I like him a lot better than his dad because, like his dad, he has the structure. I don't know if he moves as well, but he has the structure and he's more compact. So what was wrong about Grand Champion Mufasa is he was 20 inches tall, but like 23 inches long, right? And to be have confirmation, you have to be as tall as you are wide to give you a box effect, right? That's why if you have a 14-inch dog, you want like a 14-inch back. We're talking from the withers back, not like from the head back, okay? So he was longer than he was tall, so it made him look a little weird. If you see Grand Champion Mufasa, you can't take anything away from the dog because he was so big and he moved so well. But that's also why he won so much, because not many people have seen that big of a dog move that well. You know, 100-pound dog moving and floating, because he did. He floated in the ring. He was nice. I like his son a little bit better, though. So we'll see. I don't know if he'll have the confidence his dad had in the ring, but I do know he's nice. And now with Val becoming a judge, who knows how much time he'll get in the ring. But, you know, that remains to be seen. But I do like that dog a lot. Okay, so my next dog is not I don't know if he's an up-and-comer. He's a dog that I got put onto maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, if that, after Nationals. So I seen this dog at Nationals, and I was automatically like, holy fuck, you're big. And what's up, Rick? I was like, holy shit, you're big. And me seeing as many big dogs as I've seen, I don't think that very often. I mean, when I seen Grand Champion Rocco, I wasn't like, holy shit, you're big. It was more like, wow, you're a nice big dog. You're a nice put together dog. But it wasn't like, oh shit, you're big, right? So this dog, I don't know how old he is. I do know that he is pretty put together. He's not bad. This is Champion Ramsus, and or Ramus, R-A-M-U-S. I don't know if you guys can see that shit. Hold on, let me see if I can get this in there. There it is. So he's a 20-inch dog. He has real nice tight feet. He's owned by Player Quarters Kern. The crazy thing about this dog is he has a 27-inch head. 27 inches around. Measured fucking everything, man. I'd never use the dog because he's too tall for what I want. But as wow factors go, 27 inches is probably the biggest head I've seen up close. Well, it matches the biggest head I've seen up close. The biggest head I've ever seen up close was Prescription, who had a 27-inch head, the same as Ramsus, or maybe it's Ramus, R-A-S-M-U-S, Rasmus, I don't know. But I thought that head was a basketball head, so having that big of a head on a 20-inch dog, it's pretty good. So he's a nice dog. I like him a lot. Okay, so let's go to this dog right here. All right, so I'm going to talk about my friend's dog next, Cartoon Kennels Papa Smurf, Champion Papa Smurf. Now, when I originally seen this dog at Nationals, I wasn't impressed. I think he was 11 or maybe a year old, and he hadn't started filling in yet. And he had great structure, but he didn't have the substance. He had the bully market structure. You know, they're known for structure, but he didn't have the substance when I seen this dog. And then when I seen him again, in this last, I don't know, couple weeks ago, I didn't fall in love with the dog, but I was like, man, I like that dog. Because not only was he a pocket dog, not only did he have great angulations, but he started to fill out. And once he started to fill out, guys, he's looking really good. I think he took home 3 champion wins that day. I think it's 3 champion wins. So he's 2 wins away from Grand Champion.
Smurf. He's Champion Smurf right now. He's produced by Brian McGee at Cartoon Kennels, or Cartoon_Kennels. He's probably enemy number one most hated person on the internet sometimes, but he's a good friend of mine, and I'm not putting him on here because he's a good friend of mine either. I think he does have a really nice dog. All right, so here comes my last one. Now, I know what I said, that I didn't want any dogs underneath the year old or that haven't done anything in the ring. My next pick is actually neither. It hasn't gone in the ring, or both. It hasn't gone in the ring, and it hasn't, and it isn't a year old. But when I first seen this dog at 6 months old, I couldn't compare it to anything else. So this is Only the Finest Kennels 2 Cheeks. Oh shit, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay. So Only the Finest Kennels 2 Cheeks. There it is. That's a female. Fuck off, why? So Only the Finest Kennels 2 Cheeks. This female is so bad, guys. She has substance. She has bone. I couldn't really check out the structure when I seen her. But from what I see here, or when I seen her, it looked pretty fucking nice. And I think she's gonna be amazing. I think she's gonna. It's a female, guys, and she looks like a male at 6 months old when they should be skinny, or not. I mean, not skinny, but they shouldn't look like that. And I don't know if it's because she's squatting that she looks so thick. Because of the chest, you can see the chest drop a little more. But not to take anything away from her, she's a Grand Champion Chaos daughter. And he definitely passed on the likeness. So I like her a lot. And I think he did a great job with that breeding. And hopefully they do something with her and get her in the ring. Anyways, she's 6 months old. You know, watch out for her. I think she's going to be nice. Yeah, she's real nice. So that's my top 5 up-and-comers, guys. This is something I'm going to be doing. I don't know. Maybe we'll fucking do this twice a week, twice a month. I don't know. But that's my pick. That's my top 5. If you sent in photos like the guy who just told me to fuck off, if you sent me a photo, it's probably because your photo was fucking shit. Or maybe you were the guy who sent me a photo of their dog in the bathtub and their dog on the floor with their kid sitting on it. That's not an up-and-comer dog, dumbass. Okay? When I say something, you gotta follow fucking directions. I said, send me a great picture of your dog and explain to me why it's an up-and-comer to a chance to get featured. Not send me a bullshit fucking picture in the tub and be like, oh, it's 6 months old. Who gives a fuck? Alright? So don't get fucking mad at me because you can't follow fucking instructions. Sorry, guys. My bad. My bad. But I think that's why the guy told me to fuck me, right? So, my bad about that. Okay, guys. Here comes the moment you've all been waiting for. The fucking scammers are out again. His name is Albert Porter. His real name, I finally figured out, is Albert Porter. He is from Norfolk, Virginia, and I have his address that I will be mailing some shit to. So I get up this morning about 6 a.m., like I always get up, and I had a text message already from my kennel partner stating that somebody's seen somebody else post my puppies on a certain page saying that these dogs are for sale, then, you know, put their number down. And then fucking everything blew up. My buddy, my kennel partner, Ryan McCauley, made a post. Everybody commented, everybody called, everybody reported. Like, it was back and forth, right? And then I started getting random ass adding. People randomly add. When somebody adds me, I go to their page and I say, who
how do they follow? How do they find me? Was it through a follower? Was it a comment I left on a page? And if it's like they added me out of nowhere, I usually deny them or I message them first, like, hey, how'd you find me, right? Because it's fucking kind of weird that if we don't have a mutual acquaintance and I don't know you, for you to add me. Because I feel like Facebook's a different platform than IG, right? And don't get me wrong, I feel like it's just a little weird that I accept people I don't know. But yet on here, I've, so many followers I talk to on a daily basis. I don't know, anyway. So people started adding me randomly, and I'd message them, hey, what's up, Jose? How you doing, bro? People added me. I messaged them, hey, do I know you? Like, oh, no, somebody's trying to sell me a dog, and they said it was $1,000, and I searched. For some reason, I was looking, and I seen your page with this picture. Is this your dog? And I was like, yeah, I produced that dog. And the guy was like, this guy's trying to sell me this dog. I was like, he's trying to scam you because I produced that dog. And the fucking funny thing is, like, the dude's like, yeah, I was about to send him my money. I'm like, why? Why? I was like, why are you going to send him your money? Dude, you guys go to a page, right? Have you ever seen badass puppies come from a page with 50 followers, no comments, and just got started fucking 2 weeks ago? Never. It doesn't happen. Don't be stupid. Like I said before, if you get scammed by something like that, I'm not saying you deserved it, but you just got taken for your money because you should know better. You should know better that a person that just started their fucking Facebook, who basically everybody has Facebook, almost everybody has Facebook, or social media of some kind, to add validity to who they are, they have it, right? So, anyways, he's like, oh, I almost got taken. I was like, that's pretty funny, man. I was like, well, how much was the guy selling a dog for? He goes, $1,000. I said, seriously, dude, you really think that dog is worth $1,000? And he was like, well, how much is the dog worth? I was like, that dog sold for $6,000. I was like, the reason that the price is so low is so you can jump on it fast without thinking about it, and then now you're fucked, right? So here's a couple rules, guys, okay? Here's my number one rule, though. Nowadays, there are so many cash apps. There are so many apps. Matter of fact, you can send money through fucking Facebook now. Oh, I do have a YouTube and a podcast, bro. But I just do lives on here because I've been doing this for 2 years. So you can send money anywhere. If I go to buy something and somebody tells me to send them money through fucking Western Union or fucking Walmart, I already know it's a scam. Because there's so many fucking cash apps out there. But the thing is, you have to be verified through those. So next time, not saying you guys, next time somebody jumps on, you're like, hey, I want to buy this dog. They're like, oh, send me money through Western Union or whatever. And be like, okay, well, send me your ID. Send me your ID. Yeah? So this is what I did with this guy. So me, being me, I was about to record him. And then one of my followers like, hey, it's illegal to record people in California without you telling them. And I was like, fuck, you're right. I don't want to get, the DHA on my ass. So, not like they would find out anyway, but I didn't do it, okay? FBI, if you're watching. I text the guy. I'm looking for puppies. He automatically sends me like, oh, if you're really interested, you can send me this much money here. And I'm like, okay, I have the money. Can you prove to me that you have the dogs? He was like, sir, we are legit breeders, and the first thing we want is great homes. We know you're a great home because you're asking these questions. Send us this money. I'm like, that doesn't do anything. We went back and forth like, I don't know, probably like an hour. And I'm like, still doesn't do anything. Still doesn't do anything. Still doesn't do anything. And back and forth. And I was like, fine, like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. These are my dogs. I already messaged you on Facebook. You know who I am. And I was like, here's some advice though, dumb shit. If you're going to steal pictures, don't steal pictures from a kennel that's known worldwide. My kennel partners send dogs throughout the world, guys. We send dogs everywhere. And especially Toro's picture. For some reason, Toro, my dog I produced, Toro, is so popular with fucking social media. If you post a picture of his eyeball, it'll blow up. So there's no doubt about it. If you steal the photo, you're gonna get caught because somebody knows one of my kennel partners, or knows me, or knows a person that dealt with us, or knows a person that's posted that or liked the post before. They will fucking find out. So, I mean, not that I'm giving advice to scammers, but it'd be smarter if you stole a picture from somebody who wasn't as known. That way you can get more money. So the way you guys combat that, so just to make sure I'm not giving advice to scammers, is you ask these people to give you their first and last name, social medias, references. And if you really don't trust them, tell them to take a picture with their motherfucking thumb in the picture like this. Because they won't have that. Right? And that's the truth. Right? Oh yeah, I don't believe who you are. Grab a dog, put your thumb in it, put a thumbs up of that same dog. And then we can do business. Right? And they won't do it. And that's the truth, man. So, don't get scammed, guys. I'll say it one more. If I said it once, I said it 100 times. If you get scammed, it's your fault. Because I tell you right now, dogs of that quality and that look, how big that dog was, the bone, the structure, fucking scissor bite, the movement, that dog was fucking A1 since day one. You don't find those dogs with people with 50 people on fucking Instagram. Exactly, yeah, spoon to the head. Take a picture. You had that before. You had it ready. Well, the problem isn't that we charge too much, man. And let me explain myself. So, I produce 1 or 2 dogs a year, or 2 litters a year. Last year, I produced 2 litters. My first litter had 1 puppy that wasn't good enough to be shown, so I sold him as a pet homed him out. So that means I had 1 litter last year that actually can sell dogs to, 1, cover the cost for the year, and 2, cover the cost for the birth. And 3, make sure I have some cash set aside for the next time we do some breedings. Okay? It's basic economy, right? It's supply and demand. It's basic. If I have 500 people who are serious about buying a dog, and I have 5 dogs, don't you think it'll be worth it to 5 of those people to pay a little bit more money to get 1 of those 5 dogs rather than selling it for $2,000 and having anybody pay for it? Because I know my last litter sold for a good amount of money, but I talked to every single person that bought my dogs. Every single person who got one of my dogs, my last litter, is a very well-educated person with like doctorate degrees, fucking degrees in engineering, and they love their animals. I'm not saying they're better than most people, okay? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that they're great people. And they're smart people. They're resourceful. Because when they have a question, guys, trust me, they fucking call me. And I'm not mad. That's exactly what they should do. But they're resourceful. That's how I know that they're intelligent people. And that's how I know that that's how I know that I got them to great homes. Because I don't care what it is, dude. They hit me up because their dog has a fucking, a slight soreness in the paw. Like, Marcus, what could it be? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. What the fuck? How am I supposed to know that? Right? But it makes me laugh because they care about their dogs that much. And that's why I do it. Yes, absolutely. It can get expensive. But the biggest difference, the biggest thing is to know who you need to invest with and who you need to go on with. Because there are people who don't have that kind of quality who will fucking try to make you pay that much money just because, you know, they think it's going for that much. That's why I come in, a person like me. If you're ever going to buy a dog and you're going to invest in a dog, come talk to me first, guys. I'm a resource for you. I can tell you who's doing it, who's doing good, who's doing a great breeding, who's not. I'll tell you if the dog you're buying is going to be worth the buy. Straight up. Well, Cadillac Bullies. So, I bought one big ticket dog. And I wouldn't even call him big ticket, right? We're talking about Tom Ford. Talk about Tom Ford. I paid $5,000 for him. And, you know, he's made his money back, whatever, whatnot. But, at the end of the day, guys, I'm not out there pushing my dog either. Like, I'm not... Yeah, it was. It was him. But I'm not mad at that. That's what makes me feel good. Zorana. It's not just that him either. It's, you know, it's the other owners too who call me because their dog fucking, you know, lost a little hair or has a little spot of hair missing, you know, or won't eat his food all the way through. Like I don't mind it. That's how I know I got them the great homes, and that's why I know they were worth it, right? Hey, what's up? Aloha, Ra. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, I mean, I know they can get expensive, but at the same time, that's why I have Bullco Consulting. This is why I offer a service to clients like you guys to help you buy quality dogs from quality dogmen who, one, did a breeding for a certain reason and produced a quality dog for a good price. That's why I'm here. So then that's essentially what I'm doing for people. And I do a lot, man, but that's one of the main things I'm doing right now. Like, I got clients right now looking for puppies. I go and fucking find them a puppy that from a person that I've dealt with, I know or I've seen before, and I go fucking do it. Now, as long as so on the buyer side, I give you a call or I have you call me. I interview you. I hope you know when I talk to you about what you're doing, you know, what your schedule is, what your housing looks like, you have to fit into a fucking square peg. Like, I'm talking about owning a home, having great hours, you can be home with the dog, having a yard for the puppy, you know, pretty much being a single dog, you know, single puppy or single dog owner, wanting to if not show the dog, be a pet home only and not breeding. If you tell me you're going to breed the dog, I'm not finding you a dog. Like, I work with quality people, right? And on the other hand, you work with me, you're going to find good quality breeders who may not be as out there as I am. Because believe it or not, guys, well, you probably believe it, I'm fucking out there. I am. I'm everywhere. I'm out there. So, and that's what I do. You know what I mean? Thank you for saving me $275 at Petco. Went to Global and Torrance, spent $140, picked up quality food. Exactly, dude. So 310 Bangers was hitting me up at probably a pivotal moment. He had just picked up his puppy. He was like, hey, Marcus, I know you're a busy, man, but can you get back to me as soon as possible? I'm at PetSmart or Petco or Pets to Go. I don't know what it was, but it was one of those corporate places. And I was like, first, you need to get the fuck out of there because they don't carry the shit you need, the good stuff you need, okay? Get out of there. Go find a fucking feed store, local feed store, because they're more often going to carry the food you need with some good prices. And that's what he's talking about. I saved him some money, so... But if you're looking to utilize my service, if you're looking to even ask me a question or two and maybe down the road that, you know, you buy a dog, or you buy a T-shirt for me for me helping you. I don't give a fuck. You can go ahead and DM me, and you don't really need my number. My number is on my page. You can just email me or text me. Like, it's on my Instagram page, open to 50,000 people. Just text me. It's that easy, man. Yeah. You know, the funny thing is, Chewy is actually advertising on my site now. So that's pretty cool, right? So yeah, scammers, guys, don't get scammed out there. They're on the rise. It's very easy not to get scammed. Take a look at the quality of puppy. You take a look at the person. Take a look at his Instagram or his Facebook. Ask him to prove who he is and how can you do that. If you can't, don't talk to the guy. Easy. That's funny. You have a thing for champagne dogs. All those dogs are champagne. All right, guys, have a good one. Also, check out my podcast. Go to Apple Podcasts. Type in the space Bullco, THEE space Bullco, and you'll see my podcast. They are following my articles. So whatever's not in the article that I did want to add in is going to be on the podcast. But the article is the article, so keep your attention. Then you can listen to the podcast to get the audio and get some extra tips and let me dive deeply into that segment. All right, guys, check it out. Subscribe. Take it easy. Have a good day. Thanks so much. Peace. Mahalo.